Hi there guys, Tom Voyage here, and in this video we've got another pizza oven review for you. Today we'll be looking at the brand new Ooni Koda 2. In this video we're going to be unboxing this oven, we'll set it up, have a look at the features and of course cook a pizza. Let's go! Now the Ooni Koda 2 is the second generation of one of Ooni's most popular models, the Koda 12. Now full disclosure, I want to let you know that Ooni did send me this oven for this review, but they've not paid me, they've not told me to say anything. They're fine with me to give my full honest opinion on the oven, they just want me to test it out and have a look at some of the features. So before we do that, we're going to unbox this oven. I'll need to put it on the floor so we can get a better camera angle and see what's inside the box. So to start off, you may have noticed that this is the slate blue model. So Ooni have brought out a couple of new colours with this line of ovens. So I'd be interested to see what that looks like. So here we go. First of all, we open up and it's all cardboard, which is a feature that I like. Nice and easy to recycle. We've got our instruction booklets here, some information about registering the oven and how to get set up. Then in this side, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, battery. Bit excessive packaging for one battery, but that's interesting because this has got a battery starter ignition rather than the clicker on the old one. So we'll talk a bit more about that feature in a minute. Take these bits out. And then, wow, look at this. Certainly looks nice in this blue colour. It's kind of a bit lighter than I thought actually, but this is called slate blue. It's still available in the black colour. But of course, I decided to go for the blue one because it's something different. So if we just lift the oven out, it feels nice and light, but the stone isn't in it yet. So we've got a stone down the bottom and then the gas attachment as well. I think it's going to be easier at this point if I lift it up onto the table and we can take a closer look. So let's pop the oven up here. Just being careful because the gas hose is already attached to this oven. And we'll flip out the legs. And there we go. Next thing, we'll take out the pizza stone and we'll leave this out for the minute because we'll take a closer look at that. So it's out the box. It was very simple actually. It was only a couple of bits and pieces in order to get set up. Now the first thing you'll notice is of course that lovely blue colour, which is a new feature from Ooni. I happen to really like it, but if you did still prefer the black version, it also comes in the black version as well. The next thing you may notice is the fact that this is actually slightly bigger than the Koda 12. This is a 14-inch pizza oven, so they've made it slightly larger just to accommodate those larger style pizzas. Now looking at the pizza stone, you'll see from this angle that it is tapered. It's wider at the top than it is at the back. Now this is probably because it makes it easier to turn the pizzas. It gives you a wider aperture at the front of the oven. So the next thing you'll notice is it's a thicker stone as well. This is about 15 millimeters thick, which is about 5 millimeters thicker than the last one. Now hopefully that's going to make heat retention better in this oven and mean that you don't have to have those longer reheat times in between pizzas. Now just before we insert the stone into the oven, another thing you may notice is, like some of the newer models from Ooni, inside here it looks like there's going to be some sort of attachment for a rotating pizza stone. Now nothing's been confirmed about that yet, but just judging by what the inside looks like, it looks like it could accommodate some sort of rotating stone in the future. So let's pop the stone in, and as usual there is a hole underneath this oven to help you add and remove the stone. So that just slides down and drops into there for a nice fit. So as we've already mentioned, this is a 14-inch oven. It actually gives you 20% more cooking space than the predecessor, so they've made it slightly larger. Another feature that they mention is Ooni's new G2 gas technology, which creates a tapered flame across the stone, designed to evenly heat your oven and also provide a nice even cooking surface in which to cook your pizza. Now, looking around this side of the oven, you'll see that the gas dial is now on the side, which is a feature a lot of people wanted because it used to be on the back. Now, I'm unsure why they didn't put this on the front. It would have been nice to have it on the front so you can see the flame control, but on the side is definitely better than on the back. It also has an electronic clicker which requires a battery, which provides an easier lighting experience than just the manual ones where you pull it to the side and it clicks. So even though this is a 14-inch pizza oven, it's still designed to be portable. It weighs just 15 kilograms. It's 70 centimeters deep, it's 50 centimeters wide, and it stands at a total height of 30 centimeters. So if you did want to take this on trips away camping with you to the beach, something like that, it's nice and easy to move around, especially with the carry case that comes with it, which has some handles on top. So looking at the mouth of the oven here, you'll see that they've now included this stainless steel pizza lip, just designed to, when you remove the pizza slightly, you can rest it on here and check how it's cooking. I also wanted to measure the width and the height of this. So just look in here, that's around 42 centimeters wide or 16 inches. And it's got a height of 10 centimeters or 4 inches. So overall, it's not the largest oven in the world. You are going to struggle getting like bread or cooking a whole chicken in here, but it's certainly big enough for 12 and 14-inch pizzas. And if you wanted to use the Ooni Grizzler pan for some steaks or something like that, it's big enough for that as well. So next, I wanted to show you the underneath of the oven because I've not seen any other videos do this yet. So immediately you can see that the 3 legs that come with it are folding. So they just fold in, but it will leave this standing proud, so it's not going to sit flat. As well, we can see there's a plate there with 2 bolts, which would indicate that maybe there is a rotating stone coming at some point for this oven. Also, this thing here is actually a holder for a match. If ever your clicker doesn't work on the gas ignition, you can use that to put a match to the back of the oven and light it. Also, you see these 2 holes here. That means you can attach the Ooni temperature control hub, which means you can monitor your temperature from the Ooni app, and also have probes that go into the oven to tell you a live temperature reading. But other than that, there is no thermometer on this oven, so you are going to need an infrared thermometer to check the temperature of the stone. So you will be able to see here that on the back side of one of the front legs is where you open up to install the battery. So that just pops in there, and then that just clicks back in. Now that powers the ignition of the gas, so you can hear it there clicking as it's ready to light. So in terms of setup, it's as simple as that. All you do is get it out the box, put the stone in, put the battery in, connect it to the gas, and away you go. So we've got our Ooni Koda 2 connected to the gas now. So we're going to light it, check that clicker, and see what the flame looks like. So that was super simple to light. It fired up straight away, first time. I've just had a look at the footage back and it's actually really hard to see the flame because we are filming in the middle of the day here. But we are going to do some cooking later on tonight, so I'll try and get some better footage of the flame so we can really see what that G2 technology looks like. And the way that the flame is designed to be larger on the outsides and lower in the middle so that it cooks pizza more evenly and reduces the reheat time. But having a play with this dial here, it seems really accurate. You can make minor adjustments to the size of the flame, obviously to change the temperature or the cook amount on your pizza. But for now, what I want to do is heat this up to a full 450, 500 degrees and test how long that takes. So I'm going to leave it on full power and we'll come back in 15 minutes and see if it's at temperature. So we've been going for about 15 minutes now, so we'll do our first temperature check. If I go right in the center of the oven there, you can see that we're at 344, 350, somewhere around there, so it's well on the way. Ooni does say it'll take 20 minutes to get up to temperature, so we'll leave it 5 more minutes and see where we're at. While we're waiting that time though, I wanted to mention about the fuel consumption. So this oven consumes 0.34 kilograms of fuel per hour. That means, to put it into perspective, it'll take 0.39 kilograms of fuel to cook around 10 pizzas. And in terms of the power output, it's 15,000 BTUs per hour. I also forgot to mention earlier that Ooni includes a 5-year warranty with these ovens. So we're back now, not at the 20-minute mark, but at the 30-minute mark. And the reason for this is because I tested it at 20 and it hadn't moved that much. So this oven definitely takes a little bit longer to heat up than 20 minutes. I'd say it's more around 30. And it could be because of the thickness of the stone, which is a good sign really, because it means that the reheat time on the stone will be shorter, hopefully. So let's do a temperature check now, right in the center of the oven. So you can see we're shooting at a temperature of 443 degrees centigrade there, which still, I'd maybe like it a little bit hotter, but it's fine for me to cook a pizza. So we're going to go inside, get a pizza sorted, bring it back out and cook on this oven. Now, just before we do our pizza cook, I wanted to say, if you are enjoying this video, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you did want to buy one of these ovens, I'll leave some links in the description below. Now, it doesn't cost you any more money, but it helps me out with a bit of commission so we can carry on making these kinds of videos, and it carries on supporting the channel. Thanks very much. So we're back now, we've got our pizza ready. We've just gone with a classic Neapolitan style. I would have liked to have done a bigger pizza actually, but the dough balls that I had out were only about 250 grams, so not really big enough to do a 14-inch pizza, but it's fine, we'll go with this one. So we're just gonna go straight on, right in the center of that oven. And what I like to do normally is just turn the flame down a little bit, just to help cook that base from the heat from the stone whilst not overcooking the top of the pizza. So I'll just bring the camera in here so you can see. We've got our pizza in there. Looking good. And we can adjust that flame, just keep it nice and low so we're not overcooking the top of the pizza. We'll do our second turn now. So this dough that I'm using here today was about a 65% hydration. We did have to freeze it though, which is never my favorite thing to do with dough. I always think you get better results when using fresh dough, obviously, but this time it's frozen. Give you a look in there again. It's hard to do this. I'm on my own today doing this. Let's see if I can do it one-handed whilst trying to hold the camera. Okay, there we go. So this is looking good for a first attempt. So you can see here we've got some nice leoparding on this crust, just around these edges. All the cheese is nicely melted on top. And if I lift it up, you check the underneath, we've got a nice bake on there as well. Now hopefully that's testament to that thicker stone. It holds more heat and it gives a better cook on the base. And of course, having that control over the top flame means you can turn it down to a nice low heat so you can get more heat into the base and give you a nice base cook without overcooking the top of the pizza. So there we have it, guys. That's a margherita pizza cooked on the brand new Ooni Koda 2. So thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did find it useful, please remember to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. And we'll see you next time for more pizza making videos. See you later. Apologies for the audio quality, but I'm just recording without the mic now. But I just wanted to tell you that this is the 8th pizza that we've cooked in a row now on this new stone, and the reheat time is much, much better. We've got some friends over tonight, so we're doing some pizzas, and in the time it takes to cook a pizza, all you do is knock up that flame to the full power and that stone is not losing much heat at all. So we're managing to cook one pizza after the other. And as I say, this is the 8th pizza we've done and it's still looking fine. Check out this base. So you can see there, that base is still getting some good colour on it, even though this is the 8th pizza in a row. So that 15mm stone is much better.